What? Hold your stinking horses.
This is where you're the cheapest.
Stick with me, okay?
Yeah,
Logan, after you. Okay. Yeah. Other than those two, everyone else has stuff. It's only about 5 hours.
if it wasn't 4 hours, we actually got on We've debated about the days because we did this today. That's 4 hours. That's.
Yes. Just wait for the trip to be down below and go forward. Go forward.
You're worse than the children.
I'm not worse than the children. Well, welcome aboard the Niagara. It's the second flagship of the Lake Erie fleet. First one being the Lawrence, and he's ready to come over here to take command to finish destroying the British fleet. Up here, this area is called the forecastle, which actually is the forecastle, but it's shortened up to forecastle. This is primarily the working area in the forward part of the ship. This is where the anchor detail will be set. See the lines going out and everything. Anchors are off this side. This ship carries 3 anchors. One port, one starboard, and a spare. The reason for that is if they lose one of the other anchors, they can replace it with a spare. Now, as you can see, the shrouds and everything is going up. These guys go up there and set the sails and everything. And they set the lines and everything. And then black area you see up there with the 2 holes, that's the fighting deck. That's where the Marines would be to fight against the other enemy ships. They're shooting the snipers. There's snipers that would shoot at the gunner's mates on the ship, on the opposing ship. So the purpose will be to disable the gunner snake, then they won't have the capability of firing as much, and they can try to take it over and go to the ship.
What type of weapon would they have up there? It'd just be a long rifle, or?
Yes, and the snipers would actually have rifled muskets, where the other crew members would have smoothbore muskets. Because making a rifle musket takes a lot longer than smoothbore, so they had the people that really knew how to shoot be up there. Plus, rifle musket is more accurate than the smoothbore. Now, as you can see, she's probably going to go up and start inspecting some of the stuff before they get underway. Because at noontime they get underway for day sail, so it's going to be about 4 hours. They're going to be out to sea. So we'll transfer back through. And if you have any questions, please ask. I don't know if I can get you below deck or not. In fact, like I said, it's only got about another 10 minutes or so. So one of the ways that you can do this port, actually big boards takes 4 people operate on here. Yeah. What they call sweepers, they just break the surface of the water. They don't dig in like you would at night. They dig in and one of these puppies is going to break, and next thing you know, you've got 4 people hurt. It takes 1 hour to move this ship. 1 mile. Jimmy, the brave man, these guys down, they're afraid, they're gone. We'll back up. Now, the ship originally had 18 of these carronades and 2 long guns. The long guns will be up forward. And the purpose of the long guns is to try to shoot the mast and everything of the opposing ship. Not to sink it, but to try to destroy it so they can take the ship and sell it to privateers. And that's how they make a lot of their money. Now, these carronades were developed and designed in Cairn, Scotland. The reason Perry liked to have these because they're lighter in weight compared to long guns. But 2 of the advantages were this thing can swing back and forth this way, where the long gun just goes back and forth. Plus, they can elevate these better. Well, the only disadvantage is this only shoot about 1,000 yards. So they'd have to get pretty close. But the destruction, when you go back to the museum, you'll see it die around. You can see the destruction of what these things will do. Now, as we transfer back this way,
You wanted it, you were
10 mile line, running, stationary line. That's from 10,000 square feet of sail. And as you can see, nice out on the canvas. What's the purpose of this? Well, today, we're the highest required height. Sailors put up whole canvas and everything, so they can kind of hit the sharpshooters from the opposing ship. Sharpshooters don't have a target, they're not going to shoot it. We have to set up protection, things like that. Now, we have this lane here. That's so they can move the line from one spot to another. And another thing is, like I tell kids, every ship had a master of arms. His job was to keep the law and authority of the ship. And if a sailor was kind of disobedient, lackadaisical, he would take that and give him a rap on the shoulder. If that didn't work, he'd give him a rap on the head. And I guarantee you don't want to get hit in the head. Now, to raise lower the anchor, this is the capstan. And it goes all the way down through the ship. Now, what they do is they would take these stone poles that are on the side, stick in here, and rotate this. Whatever direction you want to go, whether it's racing the anchor or forward. They'd have the lines go around here. They'd have one boatsman with a belaying pin to make sure the lines are
There's a pencil.
like this. They wrap it around. People down there counted on that line, make it white. And they have these stops. Like that. To hold it white. Once it got to the desired height or whatever. Barry used it when he got on the lakeside to raise his masts, and his trees and everything. This ship is labor intensive. It's been wood there, it's very labor intensive. Today, they don't try to anchor out. Okay, back there is the business end of the ship. This is where the captain would give orders to sail the ship. This is the tiller. Two people operate this thing. One would pull on the line. The other tillerman would slack up on the line, so back and forth. Because if we tried one person to operate this, trying to hold this there, it would, especially with Lake Erie being the shallowest of the 5 Great Lakes, so it's got to storm up. It's very nasty. And to steer this by hand is next to impossible. You lose control, next thing you know, you end up getting beat. And you get hit with something like this, especially if you lose your balance, you get hit with something like this, the shoulder or the head, it's very devastating. So primarily, what the captain's up on the bridge, you're giving an order. It's in a 3-phase stage. They still do it today, even though you have the modern technology of electronics, phones, and things like that. Captain would give an order. For example, tell the helmsman, left full rudder. That means one guy would pull the line and draw it up, another guy would slack up, so we got a left full rudder. Captain would give that order, the helmsman would say, left full rudder, aye. Execute it. Then he would repeat, my rudder is at left full. The captain would do very well. But now say, it gives us orders, say like, I want to steer course 010, and the helmsman repeats it, let's say he said 001 or something like that. The captain would say, belay my last, and repeat the order. It's always given in 3 phases, even today. When the captain on the bridge, or the officer deck on the bridge gives an order, it's repeated. This way, it's understood, they know that the execution is going to be right, and how long it's going to take. The only man that's up on that bridge at any given time is the officer deck, or the captain himself, or the executive officer in charge to give orders. Now, I'm going to get right on this puppy, go to the museum there and make arrangements to come on here for a day sail. I'll tell you what, even though it's built primarily for Lake Erie, because the hull is different from other ships, the thing rides pretty good. And a good day sail on here is a lot of fun, especially when the sun's out and everything. You learn a lot of history while you're underway. They'll make you part of the ship's company. So you can man one of the lines, whether it's raise the sails or trim the sails, or whatever you've done. And those are always repeated in 3 phases. One of our crew members there can tell you that there's a rhyme and a reason for everything. And if it's not done by rhyme or reason, you have chaos. And next thing you know, everybody's up in arms and the ship can get floating, get dangling dangerous for no purpose of rhyme or reason. Are they about ready to close this down?
Oh, I don't know. They're going to sail at noon, I think.
They do?
No, I thought they said.
Oh, okay, 2 o'clock? Oh, okay, the
Take
bus
it for it. Can you go downstairs?
down below.
Okay, down below. Sorry.
don't have stairs, we have ladders. We don't have floors, we have decks. We don't have walls, we have bulkheads. We don't have ceilings, that's the overhead. Now, when we go below, all you people who are over 5'3", duck. Or you're gonna wind up banging your head, and it's gonna hurt. Because there's a 16-inch pin down there, not quite many times moving that sucker, it's still the same place. But I've got plenty of marks on my head to prove it too. Okay, so follow me this way, I'll take you down.
Oh, we're staying. We've already been down.
Old man. Thanks, young man.
You guys shorten up the battery. Hip points don't help that.
Yeah.
Of course, you guys know by now.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna fall. You're the shortest of the three of us. Four of us. You're okay. Almost there. Come on, Ed.
Have a seat. Oh. Don't sit on the sea bag. Oh, okay. Anybody else coming down?
No.
I guess that's it. Okay, this is where the crew's quarters, this is where the common seamen, the able-bodied seamen, the ordinary seamen, plus the early petty officers would sleep. This is where they would eat. This is where they would congregate during the day when they're on their own time. Now behind you is a hammock. That's what the sailors slept in. Trust me, you get one of those when the ship's underway, you'll sleep like a baby. So that's the purpose of that. Besides sleeping quarters, or eating quarters, this is what sailors live out of, sea bags. They kept all the personal gear in there. If they had fiddles or anything like that where they could play, they would have that in there. They'd have their dinnerware in there because every sailor was issued his own utensils and square plate. That's how the terminology 3 squares a day came about. It was a square plate. Even though these guys were lucky, they got 1 meal a day because of lack of food, you know, because they didn't have the regular stations like they have today. But the sailors would eat what they call a mess. Each gun would take 7 members. So that'd be the mess. When they're not on the cannons down here, that'd be the mess. The youngest member of that mess would go to the galley, get the food, bring it out, dole it out to his messmates. Then afterwards, he would take their stuff and wash it and give it back to his messmates, and they could put their utensils back into their sea bags. This is the whole part right here. Daily life. 12 hours a day, you're up on deck. And if it's your time off, you stay down here, because if you go back up before it's time, they'll put you to work. So you could wind up working 14, 16-hour days. The galley's back that way. It's a wood-burning stove that the cook cooks on, and she does a pretty good job of cooking. I'm going to take you a swing through here to see where the officers slept and worked. Keep a low profile. Happy move. Good day. Go on in, sit down. You're not running away, are you?
I'm working on setting up the GPS.
Everyone did that.
A little bit there.
Okay, have a seat. So this is the officers' wardroom. This is where the officers would meet. This is where they would eat. And on their time off too, they might play cards or whatever. Behind me and behind you are the officers' cabins. When you go back to the museum, inside they have a display how this is set up. They're not very big, but they have a lot more room to store stuff compared to the regular crew. And they don't have hammocks, they have regular bunks, but there's no springs or anything, it's just a mattress. Back in Perry's time, there'd be lumpy mattress that might be made out of straw and things like that. But today they have foam mattresses around here. This area here, when Perry went to battle, they took this area off. So the wounded could be sent down through here for Dr. Parsons to operate on this table.
Oh, wow.
So that this wound up, even Navy ships today, they're considered, the wardroom's considered surgical suite. So if they need it. Except for aircraft carriers, they have regular surgical suites and everything like that. Or a destroyer or a cruiser or anything like that, officer's wardroom. And you can do major surgery. Back there's the captain's cabin. Unfortunately, we can't go back there because
Captain's cabin.
well, Pip is setting up the electronics for the ship to get away with everything. So we can't get in his way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you back up through.
That'll be fine. I'm just going to be all the way outboard.
Okay.
Don't stare at my butt too much.
No, I won't. So if you want, you can take a look at Captain's cabin and take pictures of it. A little bit more luxurious. Not by much.
Sorry, I'm just waiting.
I'll meet you downtown. Don't just come up this ladder way.
Oh, wow.
So it goes down louder.
Yep.
I don't know anything else about it.
Top side. That's fine. Oh, that's why I was in Tom's tab. There you go. That was not an accident.
No, that was perfect. Watch your head there. What? No, because someone that's been there better than yesterday's newspaper. No, I don't know, because I went to work.
This is the captain. Is there anyone about a captain?
Okay, so the officer's cabin, here's this prison. On a nice sunny day, that would light up. It'd be like 10 of fire going through. On the other end, you'd like having a 40-watt bulb. And sometimes it'll even flash up to about 60. Don't be the officer's cabin. Those are kept in the dark. The next time it's in, Doug got it, door. Now, if you do have any questions, you can come to one of the guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got it.
Holy shit. After all these years.
Come on.
Keys. Oh. There's a putt-putt thing there.
Yeah, Nigel hates golf just as much as I do.
Hates what? Football.
I like that one. Where'd my kid go? I'm a bogey. Yeah, but I used to call small boats.
Yeah, it was not.
Okay, you said don't open without disarming alarm, so I wasn't sure.
It's for after hours.
Oh, okay, cool.
Thank you.
Hi. Yeah, I saw. I saw the mouse.
Now, let's go through it again, this time only giving orders. Stand by to wear ship. Vineyard, racing 2 points.
That's part of the crane. Jeez.
Where did you go? I know.
But where is the Niagara? Why has Elliot not set more sail? For reasons unknown, his ship fails to close with the finish line. Suddenly, with no break to engage her, Queen Sherman is free to join the Detroit. Harry's flagship is doomed. 2 p.m. The combined guns of Queen Sherman and Detroit pound the Lawrence. 83 crewmen lie dead or wounded. There is one hope now, and one only. Through the smoke and flame, a half-mile to windward is the Niagara. Perry makes a decision. Leaving the Lawrence under command of Lieutenant Yarnall, Perry furls his blue banner. He puts out in a damaged cutter. British gunners unleash a furious hail of fire. But the tiny craft reaches its goal, the Niagara. Perry assumes command. He marches to the walls, eager to save the ship.
Oh, these are beautiful.
We are going to go out to the Niagara right now so that you can get a chance at least to be on the deck. So you will meet, then you can come back. It's getting ready to go on a cruise this afternoon. So we have limited time to get on it. But that'll give you a chance at least to see. So meet us back here in the corner. Yes. I don't know where.
So much. That counts good. Oh. That's the door to the Wolverine. At least a door. Oh, equipment. Ooh, definitely would recommend this trip. I definitely don't want to leave this place. Inside. Ooh, sailors. More stairs. Nothing for us anyways. Stephen A. Jones. I love that sword. There's the crane. What's here? So it's over 20 years old. It's missing. Because I haven't run out of storage yet. Watch, I see I'm gonna run out of storage soon. Erie Maritime Museum. Oh, wait. There's another picture of water. Yeah. Erie Maritime Museum. Definitely recommend. See ya.